Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Más Monumental. Things already rolling. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Out again for a throw-in. Koundé. Pedri. Now it's Saviola. Great defending, strong and determined.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Rafinha. Ibrahimovic. Shot a goal! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That is very well defended. Nice looking ball. And he shoots! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a goal kick. Hakimi. Argentina have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Rafinha. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Kante going forward. And he's lost it. Dani Olmo! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
A case now of complete control.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, this is a terrific run. Kante clears without hesitation. Applies the finish! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Now it's Saviola. That's destined for the flank. Looking to play him in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Saviola. Spread out to the left. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
And it's Neymar. The pass has gone astray. Dani Olmo couldn't squeeze it through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Koundé is always looking to break lines. Ibrahimovic.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Excellent challenge there. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Hakimi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Pedri! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. This possibly the last play of the half. They've played it short. Picked out brilliantly. He'll try from distance. Neuer with the clearance. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Argentina marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. No, he's not getting any further than that. He's going for goal! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Guardiola probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Neymar. Takes a shot! It's a goal! They are playing them off the park. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Argentina's having a shot! This time, surely! And that's a tidy finish. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Driving through the middle. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Cleared away. Hakimi.
Neymar clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Neymar looking understandably energised after his goal. Koundé. Neuer. Throw it. And it's Pedri. He shifted it to the flank. Ibrahimovic currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Pedri, and he stands tall, impenetrable. He's had it taken off him. That's very neat. Zaire Emery. Now it's Rafinha. It's Pedri. It's a good foot in there. Good read, needed to be. And he can thump it away. Dani Olmo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Out of play for a goal kick.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity.
Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, Red, nice interception. Hakimi. Messi. He is through here. Looking for options for movement. Caught offside that time. Pedri. Here it is, crossed in. Davis cuts out the pass. Quality ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that looks a decent ball. It's Ibrahimovic! And he's stuck it away! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Szoboszlai. Now it's Saviola. And this is Messi.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Rafinha. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's having a pop! Oh, wow, that's crazy!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle.
Central and defensive midfield is such a key area, Peter, for most teams. And I think in Emmanuel Petit you have one of the better players who can call themselves...
Chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Genshabilly are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them.
He's had a shot! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Decent chance! And he's stuck it away. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
His position was perfect. The invitation was there. Terrific effort! Oh, it rattles the bar. That's a cute ball. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Great ball, and he's in here. Flings it across. Now it's Yamal. Yamal is flagged offside. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, easy pickings there. And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Genshabilly clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Nicely aimed pass. Played out to the left flank, not where it came from. Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. It's a pretty loose pass. And he shoots! And he's straight offside. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Akanji did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. That has been slung wide. Oh, that was vital. Koundé is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's aimed into the middle. Petit. And it's hoisted clear. That's a throw. And the ball's gone astray.
Oh, really well played.
McAllister's towering header. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Kante is there, and he can pick it up. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Neymar. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Havertz proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle to Neymar! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And he's had it nicked away. Rafinha. Beckenbauer can clear it away. Plays it through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Picked out brilliant, and the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Raul really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Gençlerbirliği with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. This might spell take shot, surely! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's McAllister. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, now he can run away with it. That's going up front in a hurry. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Real chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Gençlerbirliği certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Threads one in, neatly clipped into space. And the ball is out of play. Costa Curta gathers from the goal kick. Tries to pass it through. And he's been shifted off it. Nicely weighted ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Serginho. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! Offside again. Looking for options for movement. Quality ball. Just about within shooting range. And that is the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Number 4.
He's got away.
Substitutions taking place.
Very nicely done. It's a quick ball upfield. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Barcelona clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Goes forward. And he's intervened well there. Nicely spread. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Dani Olmo. And this is Neymar. Oh, super find. Neymar. It's Neymar! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Well, there's the clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He has found the way through. Oh, looks a smashing ball. Tries a shot! No, just not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
McAllister. So what can they make of this? Well, that has not gone well. Oh, they could be caught out. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was...
Rafinha! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Gensler Birli have the chance to go the other way.
9, Messi. Number 17, De Bruyne. Substitution.
Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. Looks across. Impressive jump! And it's been hooked away. Nicked it back promptly. This looks promising. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 2 then. And a header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
De Bruyne gets across to intercept that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Zaire Emery. He's a sharp little ball here. Caught offside that time. Vinicius Junior. And he's worked it through. McAllister is onto this. And a chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Scorer for Barcelona. After 71 minutes, it was number 13.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Beckenbauer is there to clear. And he plays one through. Shot could be... Chance for a shot! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That is good alertness. And he thumps it clear. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Can he get on the end of this? Vinicius Junior. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Yamal receives it in a wide position. Adams did just about enough to come out on top. He's gone for goal! It is a very, very good save. Great vision. Can he get onto this?
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
That's the throw. Quick look, then plays it in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Yamal, good driving run. Now he's running away. Shot a goal! And that's a sharp finish. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Ibrahimovic voted man of the match.